The Law of Attraction Explained. This is the fourth video in a series explaining the 12 universal laws for beginners. If you haven't seen the first 3, make sure to watch them for a better understanding. Many people have a very diluted idea of what exactly the law of attraction is these days. Due to mass popularization of the law, it has been made to seem like a very simple, almost magical process in which you just imagine what you want and it's there. This law of the universe is more complex than what it has been marketed to be. The disappointing thing is that these false expectations have caused many people to discount the law of attraction as something that doesn't work, and only because it didn't produce the instant desired results. This law always works. It literally cannot fail. It is how the universe has and will operate for eternity. The law of attraction is very similar to the law of gravity. You can't see it, and you often aren't consciously aware of it. However, if you observe closely, you can very easily see the law in action. Learning how to consciously use the law of attraction to enhance your life is a process that takes time. Not only is it a skill that must be cultivated, but the actual manifestations will take time to come about as well. Patience is one of those key qualities of living a successful life. It is my intention in this video to explain this law in a way that is both easy to understand and comprehensive in its coverage, so you can put it to use in your own life. Everything is vibration. The first concept to wrap your head around is understanding the fundamental law of the universe, the law of vibration. Every single thing, from the largest stars and planets in space, all the way down to the tiniest grain of sand, is in a constant state of vibration. This can be difficult to believe as everything around us seems so solid. If everything is vibrating, why can't I put my hand right through this computer that I'm now typing on? The answer is found within the terms, frequency and arrangement. Your brain is so smart that it has taken the vibrations all around you and learned how to translate them into your reality in a way that you can't even recognize their vibration. Think about it. What are the colors that you perceive? If you've studied any science, then you know that color is just a vibration at a particular frequency. What are the sounds that you hear? They are nothing more than vibrations that your brain has translated in order to make sense of them. From this knowledge, it can be stated that your entire reality is all within your head. There is nothing out there, even though it seems like it. It's the case of the popular question, if a tree falls in a forest and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound? The idea is that you cannot experience your reality without actively perceiving it. And this is the fundamental basis of the law of attraction. Even after you have proof that everything around you is vibration, it is still very hard for us to grasp this on an emotional level. This just emphasizes how weak our logic is compared to our emotions. Logically accepting this truth is much different than actually believing this truth and applying it to your life. Stay with me, it will all start to make sense. In order to begin consciously creating your reality, begin by believing that everything is vibration. Take some time out of your day and sit and just attempt to visualize the vibrational nature of everything around you. Quiet your mind and really feel the vibration of the sounds and the air around you. Suspend any doubts you may have for just a few minutes and give it a go. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Like attracts like. The second concept to grasp is that the fundamental principle of the law of vibration is that vibrations of similar frequencies are drawn together. Think about 2 droplets of water that are slowly moving towards each other. What happens as they get closer? They eventually get close enough that they attract each other and become 1 droplet of water instead of 2 separate ones. This occurs because they are like vibrations. Now, think about the same phenomenon with a droplet of water and a droplet of oil. No matter how close you put them together, they will not become one with each other. This is because their vibrations are too different from one another. This is the idea that the law of attraction is based on. If you want to bring about something in your life, regardless of what it is, begin vibrating at a level that is congruent with your desired reality. This is such a huge idea. Think about it. If everything is vibration and vibrations of similar frequencies are drawn together, and you have the ability to control your vibration, then you can most certainly control the conditions of your life. The problem comes about whenever we attempt to control our reality without first adjusting our vibration. No amount of physical manipulation will create the world that we wish to see. All of the work is done on the inside, in our minds. This means that no amount of action alone will produce the results that we desire. However, once we gain the ability to condition our minds to our desired frequencies of vibration, our physical reality quickly follows suit and reflects back to us our new vibration. Take the time to think deeply about these ideas and see if they don't make sense to you both logically and emotionally. If you think long and hard enough, you will come to the same conclusion that the great leaders of humanity's past have all come to. That is, we create our own reality. To learn more, check out other videos on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.